Evacuation will be overseen by Mr. Filch and Madam Humphrey. Prefix, when I give the word, you will organize your house and take your charges in an orderly fashion to the evacuation point. And what if we want to stay and fight? Yeah, stay and fight! Yeah, I want to stay and fight! Ah, woo! If you are of age, you may stay. What about our things, our trunks, our owls? The more important thing is to get you out of here safely. We have no time to collect possessions. Where's Professor Snape? He has, to use the common phrase, done a bunk. Woo-hoo, yeah, Snape, woo! It's gone, yeah! We have already placed protection around the castle, but it is unlikely to hold for very long unless we reinforce it. I must ask you, therefore, to move quickly and calmly, as do your prefects. I know that you are preparing to fight. Your efforts are futile. You cannot fight me. I do not want to kill you. I have great respect for the teachers of Hogwarts. I do not want to spill magical blood. Give me Harry Potter, and none shall be harmed. Give me Harry Potter, and I shall leave the school untouched. Give me Harry Potter, and you shall be rewarded. You have until midnight. But he's there! Potter's there! Someone grab him! Thank you, Miss Parkinson. You will leave the hall first with Mr. Filch, if the rest of your house would follow. Ravenclaws follow. Where are Ron and Hermione? Haven't you found? We've only got an hour till midnight, so we'll need to act fast. A battle plan has been agreed between the teachers of Hogwarts and the Order of the Phoenix. Professor Flitwick, Sprout, and McGonagall are to take the grounds of fighters to the 3 highest towers, Ravenclaw, Astronomy, and Gryffindor, where they'll have a good overview, excellent positions from which to work spells. Meanwhile, Remus, Arthur, and I will take into the grounds. We'll need somebody to organize defenses of entrances of the passageways into the school. Sounds like a job for us, eh, Fred? All right, leaders up here will divide the groups. Potter, aren't you supposed to be looking for something? What? Oh yeah. Then go, Potter, go! Right, yeah. Okay, I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. That's funny. Ron and Hermione's names aren't anywhere on here. Okay, Voldemort thought I'd go to Ravenclaw Tower. There's a solid fact, a place to start. For he had stationed Electo Carroll in the Ravenclaw common room. Okay? Voldemort feared that I already knew one of his Horcruxes was connected to that house. But the only object anyone seemed to associate with Ravenclaw was the diadem. How could the Horcrux be the diadem? Maybe he had found something of Ravenclaw's. But Professor Flitwick said it had not been seen in living memory. Wait a minute. Living memory. That's it! Nick! Nick! I need to talk to you! Harry, my dear boy. Nick, you've got to help me. Who's the ghost of Ravenclaw Tower? The Grey Lady, of course. But if it is ghostly services you require... No, it's got to be her. Do you know where she is? Let's see. That's her over there, Harry. The young woman with the long hair. Thanks, Nick. Hey, wait, come back! You're the Grey Lady. The ghost of Ravenclaw Tower. That is correct. Please, I need some help. I need to know anything you can tell me about the lost diadem. I am afraid I cannot help you. Wait! This is urgent. If that diadem is at Hogwarts, I've got to find it fast. You are hardly the first student to covet the diadem. Generations of students have badgered me. This isn't about getting good marks. It's about Voldemort, defeating Voldemort. Or aren't you interested in that? Of course How dare you suggest, well, help me then. It is not a question of my mother's diadem, your mother's. When I lived, I was Helena Ravenclaw. You're her daughter? But then you must know what happened to it. While the diadem bestows wisdom, I doubt that it would greatly increase your chances of defeating the wizard who calls himself Lord. Haven't I just told you I'm not interested in wearing it? There's no time to explain. But if you care about Hogwarts, if you want to see Voldemort finish, you've got to tell me anything you know about the diadem. I stole the diadem from my mother. You did what? I stole the diadem. I sought to make myself cleverer, more important than my mother. I ran away with it. My mother, they say, never admitted that the diadem was gone, but pretended that she still had it. She concealed her loss, my dreadful betrayal, even from the other founders at Hogwarts. Then my mother fell ill, fatally ill. In spite of my perfidy, she was desperate to see me once more. She sent a man who had long loved me, thought I'd spurned his advances to find me. She knew that he would not rest until he had done so. He tracked me to the forest where I was hiding. When I refused to return with him, he became violent. The Baron was always a hot-tempered man, furious at my refusal, jealous of my freedom. He stabbed me. The Baron? You mean? The bloody Baron, yes. When he saw what he had done, he was overcome with remorse. He took the weapon that had claimed my life and used it to kill himself. All these centuries later, he wears his chains as an act of penitence, as he should. And the diadem. It remained where I had hidden it when I heard the Baron blundering toward me in the forest, concealed inside a hollow tree. A hollow tree? What tree? Where is this? A forest in Albania, a lonely place I thought was far beyond my mother's reach. Albania? You've already told someone this story, haven't you? Another student. I had no choice. I had no idea. He was flattering. He seemed to understand, to sympathize. Well, you weren't the first person Riddle warmed things out of. He could be very charming when he wanted. Okay, so Voldemort had managed to wheedle the location of the lost diadem out of the Grey Lady. He travelled to the forest and retrieved the diadem from its hiding place, perhaps as soon as he left Hogwarts.